Good to have you back. Today, I will focus my lens on Pfizer, an American multinational pharmaceutical and biotech company. The company healthcare portfolio includes the production of vaccine, immunology, cardiology, and neurology, etc. So, why am I talking about Pfizer? Well, based on historical data, for over 170 years, the company has been very dedicated to research, discovery, developing and producing effective drugs to fight life-threatening diseases. Consequently, it has contributed and improved the well-being of billions of people all over the globe. And then, I've created millions of jobs for people, and investors like you and me have also benefited from the growth in share price. More on that later. More on share price later. Okay, now, time to subscribe. And if you are familiar with the channel, you would have grabbed your cup of coffee now. Moving on. Let's quickly talk about the history of Pfizer. Okay, now. You see, Pfizer was founded in 1849 by two German immigrants to the United States by the name Charles Pfizer and then Charles Hyatt. Okay, both in their mid-20s. The two men set up what was initially a fine chemical business in Brooklyn, using a loan from Pfizer father as capital. Okay, now, and then shortly afterwards, in 1862, Civil War started in America. Consequently, the war created the need for enormous quantities of painkillers and antiseptics for the Union Army. In effect, the war provided an opportunity for Pfizer to expand its production capabilities in 1868. The company's revenue doubled, and since then the company continues to expand to date. Okay, now. After the war, Pfizer continued to focus on industrial chemical such as medicine, producing citric acid needed for the emerging soft drinks like Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper. Again, this is key point. When the supply of, listen to this key point. This is very key. When the supply of tartaric acid was disrupted due to civil war and increased tariffs, Pfizer developed its production to become the leading supplier of chemical in the US. Okay, now, let us fast forward. You see, in 1919, their scientists, Pfizer scientists pioneered mold fermentation, production of citric acid from molasses. Yes, you heard me right. Why is this important? Okay, I'm going to tell you. You see, the First World War affected the supply of European citrus fruit supplies, meaning there was a short supply of the product. Well, Pfizer developed a deep tank fermentation process to eradicate this problem. As a consequence of Pfizer innovation, the price of citric acid tumbled over the years, decades if you like. And then in 1936, the company discovered a fermentation-free method of producing vitamin C, which they expanded into vitamin B2 and B12 among others, rapidly becoming a leading vitamin producer, chemical that were very novel at that time. And to inform you, Pfizer was the first company to discover a way to mass produce the antibiotic drug penicillin. Please listen to that. Mass produce the antibiotic drug penicillin. Why am I telling you this? Because Alexander Fleming, a Scottish physician scientist, discovered penicillin. Okay, now, don't go away. Wait to hear this. You see, Pfizer is well diversified. Cover a wider spectrum. In 1952, Pfizer established its agricultural division, its foray into animal health, and in 1953 acquired Royal, a nutrition supplement specialist, which became incorporated as a division of its own right. Wow. I say this is very impressive. And to inform you, Pfizer has remained a global dominant for decades. A pioneer in affordable healthcare around the globe. It operates through 5 operating segments, namely primary care, specialty care, and I hope I pronounced that well, oncology. Yeah. Established product and emerging markets, animal health, and consumer healthcare. They are in Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Americas. Wow. Okay, now let us examine the influence of Pfizer in UK. Okay, let's look at 1952. Pfizer established operation in Kent to convert base compound into medicine ready for UK medicine. Patients rather. Let's quickly jump to the 60s. What do we have here? In 1963, the Pfizer business is structured around 5 core divisions: pharmaceutical, chemicals, consumer, agricultural, and research. Let's jump to the 70s. In 1979, Pfizer received a Queen Award for technological achievement, the first of 3 Queen Awards between 1979 and 1991. Let's go to the 80s. What have we got here? Let's quickly go to 2000. Pfizer and Wilmer Lambert merged to create the world's fastest growing pharmaceutical company. Wow. Okay, now let's go to 2003. Pfizer and UK Pharma merged to become the largest pharmaceutical company in UK. Let's quickly jump to 2020. Pfizer outlined its 5-point plan in response to the COVID-19 global pandemic, including collaboration with BIOTECH to develop potential COVID-19 vaccination. Very impressive indeed. Now, let us look at the numbers. The balance sheet. Income statement, etc., etc. More so because as an investor, if you have been privileged to have bought the shares, you should be more concerned about the growth of the company. Okay, now, if you have been following me, I always stress the importance of company fundamentals as a key element to consider before you pick any company stocks. And in doing so, I always emphasize these key metrics. 1, consistent growth in sales and revenue. 2, with cash flow from operation and net income. And all this should be consistent over the years, say 5 to 10 years. Okay, now let us look at Pfizer books. Now, what have we got here? You see, second quarter, I'm now reading what the result of this Pfizer report second quarter 2021 result. It says second quarter's 2021 revenue of 19.0 billion, reflecting 86% operational growth, excluding blah blah blah. So the revenue grew 10% operational to 11.1 billion. Now let's go down. Let's have a look again. The 10% operational growth excluding BNT 162, you know what that means, in second quarter 2021 builds on the 6% operational growth delivered by the company business in second quarter 2022. What do you see there? Consistent growth. Let's go down. Let's hear from the executive summary. It says, and I'm quoting now, the second quarter was remarkable in a number of ways. Most visible, the speed and efficiency of our effort with BIOTECH to help vaccinate the world against COVID have been unprecedented. And it says, which posted 10% of operational revenue growth. That's remarkable. Now, and then they now forecast ability to achieve at least 6% compound annual growth rate through 2025. Now, let's look at the breakdown of what I've been saying. Look at what happened in the second quarter. It says, look at revenue, and this is in million again. In 2020 is over 9 million, and in 2021 is over $18 million. Look at what we got here again, 6 months time. 19 million to 33 million. What do we see here? Consistent growth. Let's go down again. Look at the breakdown, the vaccine. Look at 2020, and again in millions. 2020 is over 1 million. We have in 2021 over 9 million. Now let's look at the total revenue. Look at the breakdown. In 2020 we have 9 million, and in 2021 it's over 18 million. Now you will agree with me that this company has consistent growth over the years. There are other numbers which I'm not going to show you here. They've been very consistent with their growth. I'm just showing you 2021. 2020 to 2021 for now. Now, let us look at the share price as it is now. Yeah, let's have a look at the share price. What have we got here? Now, the share price is 42.81 presently. And let's look at the chart, technical analysis. Look at the 20 moving average above the 50 moving average. In that sequence, on the upward trend, what does it tell us? It tells us we are ready for bullish momentum. However, what you see here is impulsive and corrective pattern, meaning price of stock does not go in a straight line. So you should expect in corrective and impulsive pattern. But pay attention to this. Look at the resistance level here. As soon as we break it, and I'm sure from the look of things, with this candlestick, we're going to break the resistance level. Voila. What we should expect? Up run. We are ready for bullish run. Okay now, you see, I could go on and tell you about Pfizer achievement. Well, they have their shortcoming. Let's quickly look at their shortcomings. Like every company, they have their shortcomings. That is the truth. So, what have we got here? See, like most pharmaceutical companies of its size, Pfizer has its fair share of controversy as one of the most well-known drugs in the world. So, what is their problem? In 2009, Pfizer faced more than $2 billion in legal settlement payment over marketing practices for drugs, and around the same time, announced it will close a large number of manufacturing and R&D sites worldwide, including its Sandwich facility, which is in the UK. Okay, now again in Africa, in Nigeria and South Africa, they have issues. And if you ask me, I say it's a temporary setback. Okay, let's look at this again. There are challenges. However, these challenges is the core mission of drug discovery led to Pfizer to focus on other means of keeping up its dominant position. So, you can't run away from this. But from what I see, despite this setback, Pfizer remains one of the largest pharma companies in the world today. The share size of the organization is mind-boggling, totaling well over 100,000 employees. Brilliant. And then one commentator compared the company's 38,000 sales reps to three army division, end quote. A sales team that has been immortalized in a Hollywood rom-com of things, blah blah blah. Says Anne and then Jake. Those are the guys who quoted this. Say this statement that I just quoted. See, and with the company becoming one of the first world to get a COVID-19 vaccine approved, well, the company has a brilliant future if you ask me. Now, listen to this. Our target is 500 subscribers. For those who are already subscribed, thanks a million. Now, the goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and then create jobs. Bye now. See you soon. Okay, now, before I go, let me quickly clear this. I'm not financially incentivized by Pfizer to carry out this, to do this video on their behalf. So, thank you. See you soon. Bye now.